Hey G-Squad, welcome back to another episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we got this cool invention here, and what this is an eye massager. And you see for the one that we got right here is from a brand called Bob and Brad, and this is one of the newest eye massager that's an upgraded version compared to the previous version. So right here they do provide guys the image of what it actually looks like. If you guys turn inside right here, they do provide guys some specs and features that's on here. And for the new design on here, it looks a little bit different than the older version. They do have the button controls on here. But pretty much for the product, it still give you guys the air pressure, it give you guys the music option, it give you guys the heat option with the compression option on here, and it give you guys the low noise option on here when you guys use it, so that way it's not that loud when you guys do use the product. And in the back part here, they show you guys how to use the product for each different button controls. So you can feel free to turn on and turn off the heat, you guys can change the mode, turn it on and turn it off, change the pressure, etc. So I believe you also have the option to adjust the pressure on here or something. We'll figure that out in a second. So what I want to do right now is open up and show you guys what the inside looks like first. So if I do take it out, once you guys do take it out, first the inside right here, they do provide guys a quick starter guide to teach you guys how to use it. You can see right there. So feel free to look at this paper when you guys first get it to teach you guys how to use it. So you can see right here, they do tell you guys how you do have the option to adjust the pressure on here. I believe for the older version, it did not have the option, but we'll test it out in a second. Next up right here, they do provide guys a user manual to teach you guys how to use it. Underneath that, we do have the product, and that's everything inside. So if I do take it out, inside they do give you guys this very nice bag to store the product inside, which is very nice because the older version did not give you guys the option in terms of any bag to store it. And the bag itself feels really soft when you guys do feel it. And this side right here, we do have the brand name. Side part right here, we do have the option for it to hang onto a keychain or something if you guys want to. And right here, we do have the option for it to open up. So right to open it. Once you guys do open it, this is what the inside of the bag looks like. And then inside they do provide the cable. If you guys do take it out, the cable that's provided for you guys, it is a USB to USB-C cable that is used to recharge the product. So very nice how they do give you guys a USB-C option for this one, because the previous version, it uses a micro USB cable to recharge it. So using this option will help you guys fast charge it way faster than the older version. And then right here we do have the product. So I do take it out. Once you guys do take it out, this is what the inside looks like. So we do have the brand name on this side, Bob and Brad. Here we do have the touch control or the button control for you to use. So we do have the button for you guys to turn on the product. There's a pressure button. There's a volume up, a volume down button. And we do have the button for you to turn on or turn off the heating option. And that's pretty much everything on the outside here. If you guys do look on the other side right here, it does have a similar design as what you guys do get for a previous version. So you guys do have the strap option that you do have the option to adjust it if you guys want to make it longer or shorter based on your own preference very easily. And then right here is what the inside looks like. So it does have this very nice material similar to the previous version. That will feel really nice when you guys do use it for the compression option, the heating option, and also vibration on here if it still has it. And if you guys remember the previous version when you guys bend it like this, where for this one right here, you guys can plug in right here to recharge it. So I like this design a lot more compared to when it was in the middle, because sometimes when you guys close it like this, it might get in the way of the cable. This one you don't have that issue anymore. But same thing for this one, it is flexible, so you can feel free to bend it if you guys do need to, which is really nice to make the product even more compact, and that way allow you guys to put it inside here when you guys are not using it. But that is pretty much everything that's on the product. Before I should plug it in to show you how to charge it and how to use the product, I do want to show you guys the older version first. So right here, you can see we do have the older version or the previous version. So right here, we do have the brand name. Here we do have the power button for to turn it on and turn it off. I believe right here is the display screen to show you guys what you guys are using when you guys do use it. And right here, we do have the button for the press. So we do have the music option, and the other one is the pressure option for you guys to increase or lower the pressure, I believe. So similar to what you guys do get for the new one. And then right here is what the screen looks like when you guys do use it. If you guys turn on the other side, here is the other side. So this side right here is pretty much the same as the other side when you guys do use it. You can see. And like I mentioned for this one, when you guys do bend it like this, that is where you can plug in cable to charge it, which is micro USB. So like I mentioned, if you guys go like this, it will get in the way of the cable. So the new design for the new one is a little bit better. But same thing like the new one, it is flexible, so you can feel free to bend it if you guys do need to. And when you guys do feel the material of both of them, it's about the same. Both of them feels really soft and really smooth when you guys do feel it. But that is pretty much everything that's on the old one. One right now is the plug-in cable to show you guys how to charge it for the new one first. So let's do plug it in. Once you guys do plug in cable, right here we do have the indicator light to show you guys that charging. So I believe it once it's fully charged, that light should change to green or change to different color. And that is pretty much how you guys do charge it. If you guys try to turn it on when it's charging, it won't work. So you do have to unplug it first in order for it to use it. And you probably want to make sure it's fully charged before you do use it the first time. but for this test, I do want to turn it on to test out to see how it does work compared to the previous version. So I think what I'm doing right now first is try the new one, and then we'll try the old one to see the difference of both of them. So let's put this on. So once you guys do put it on, here's what it should look like. When you guys do put it on, it definitely feels pretty nice even before you guys turn anything on. But here's what it should look like. So let's do turn it on. The first thing that turns on is the air pressure and heat, and then turn on the music. And immediately when we do turn it on, I can hear the music on here sounds a lot better than the previous version. And also the voice on here when they do tell you guys what you guys are using, this one actually sounds a lot better as well. And immediately when I do feel the massaging or the compression option on here, it actually feels pretty nice. It feels a lot different than the previous version from what I remember, but we'll test out in a second to see if it's different or not. But at least from what I remember from the old version, it didn't have like what I get on here. If I do press on the power button, let's see what happens. Air pressure plus heat. No music. Press on again. Air pressure only. Press on again. Heat only. Press on again. Heat plus music. So as I'm using the heat and music option, it feels really relaxing when we do use it. It kind of feels like I'm just relaxing at the sauna with the music on in the spa. And like I mentioned, the music that's on here actually sounds a lot better and a lot more relaxing compared to what I do get for the other one, at least from what I remember. But we'll test it out in a second. If I do press on again, it turns back on the original option, which is air pressure, music, and heat. If you guys do try the other button on here, let's see what happens. This button right here changes the pressure if you guys want it to be high or low. So this is moderate. And now strong. When we use it on strong, it's actually really strong. It's really like digging deep in there in the terms of the compression or the needling effect on here on your eyes and also on the side of your eye, like the temple area. So feel free to adjust it if you guys want it to be tighter or looser. And the heat option on here feels really nice. It's actually really relaxing. I feel like once I remove this from my eye, I think I'll probably feel very tired and very relaxed. If you guys do press on again, there's no pressure. Press on again. It goes back to soft pressure. So I do press the button right next to that right here. That's the maximum volume. So that increase the volume on here. Press on again. No volume. So that's no music. Press on again. Low volume. Press it one time. Go back to medium, which is what it was originally. If you guys do press the last one in the bottom here. No temperature. Low heat. High heat. And no temperature. So there's no temperature, low heat, or high heat. But I do have to say that when you guys turn on the heating option, it feels a lot better. So that is pretty much how you guys do the product. Very easy and very simple to see. Now let's turn this off and try the other one. The older one. Let's turn it off first. So the way how I turn it off is by pressing and holding it. So once I take it out, my eyes feel so much more relaxed after we do remove it, both because of the massaging and the needling option, but also because of that heating option on here helps your eyes relax a lot. Like you can see how relaxed my eyes is once we do take it out. But now let's try the old one and see what the difference is for this one versus the new one. See if there's any upgrades on this one or there's no upgrade. I want to make it a little bit looser for this one first. All right, if you have to put it on, let's turn it on. So once you guys turn it on, there's air pressure and heat. So when I feel this one, it feels pretty nice as well. But there's something about this one that it doesn't feel as nice as the other one. And also when they use like the air pressure on here, you guys can hear that little gas, like the gas release option when you guys kind of like change from one area to other. I think when I compare this one to the new one, I actually like the feeling of the new one because they give you guys the massaging option here or the needling option and change it at the same time on the side afterward. This one does not feel as nice compared to the new one. So I can totally see immediately the difference on here versus the new one. And even the music on here, it doesn't sound as nice. You guys can hear like the birds chirping or flying on here. But the heating option on here still feels pretty nice compared to the new one. Let's press the power button and see what happens. This one gives you guys all three: air compression, heat option, and vibration option. Press on again. Air pressure only. Heat only. Vibration only. Air pressure of heat. And this one turns everything back on. If I do press on the other button on here, high volume, no volume, and low volume. So pretty much everything the same as the other one. If you guys do press the button below that, no pressure. So just vibration, just heat, and also just music. Press it again. Soft pressure, moderate pressure, and strong pressure. So when we do use on this one, even when we do use on strong pressure, it doesn't feel as tight or as strong compared to the other one. So it's definitely a huge improvement when they change the pressure level on here. This one, when I turn on the max pressure level on here, I don't feel it that much. It's not that comfortable as well. So once you got it done, press and hold it. And you can turn it off. So very easy and very simple to use this one as well. But when I do use it, I definitely feel a huge difference compared to this one versus the new one. And also when I do use the old one, it doesn't feel as relaxing compared to the new one. So I can totally see the huge difference comparison when you guys do use both of them. And for those that are curious about what it actually looks like when you guys do use it from the other side here, let me turn it on. So this is what it actually looks like from the other side here when you guys do use it. Now I'm show you the other one as well. Let me turn off the other one. So here's this one. So when I do look at it, it looks very similar. But everything here for this one, when you guys use it, it sounds a little bit more louder because of that like release for the gas or compression option. It doesn't last as long when you guys really get that dueling or massaging effect, if you see. So if you guys do put both of them side by side, let me show you guys what it looks like. It's a lot more quiet for the new one, if you see. And the music that's on here, it is a lot better when you guys do listen to it. So that's what it looks like side by side for both of them. And the other thing before I forget to mention about both of these is the fact that you do have the option to connect it onto Bluetooth to play your own music on here if you guys do want to. So right now I do have it both connected. So I want to play a song on here that's not copyrighted so that we can hear what it sounds like when you guys use both of them. So we're going to play the same exact song on here and show you guys the difference. So currently we do have this on maximum volume. I'll leave it this far away. Alright, now I'll do the same thing for the other one to show you guys what it sounds like for both of them when you guys use it. Alright, so after testing out both of the audio option on here when you guys do use it, both of them definitely does work in terms of what you guys do get for the audio option. But when you guys really test out the audio for both of them, you guys can definitely hear that the new one sounds a lot better compared to the previous version. So not only are you guys getting a better music option on here that's built on, but the audio on here or the speaker on here, it does perform better than the older version as well. So far after testing out both of them, it does seem that the better option to go for is a new one. It gives you guys so many new improvements on here when you guys do use it, and also feels a lot better when you guys use it as well. And like I mentioned earlier for this product, I thought it didn't have the pressure option for you to control it manually on here from low, medium to high, but both of them it does give us an option. But that is pretty much everything that's on the product. Now that we show you guys what both of them looks like when you guys do use it and how it does work when you guys do use it, now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth or not and which one the better option to go for. So for both of these options, they are pretty worth it for what you guys do get. But I believe for the older version, you guys can't even get it anymore because they upgraded the new one. But for those guys who do have like the older version, if you guys were to ask me whether or not it's worth it to upgrade to the new one, I would have to say that it's worth it to upgrade a new one in terms of what you guys do get. Like just by testing it just a little bit, I can definitely feel the difference on here when you guys do use it. And the music on here sounds a lot better as well. And I do feel like the heating option on here, it feels a little bit better and it warms a little bit faster than this one as well. So this one's definitely a lot more worth it in my opinion, and it is worth it to get it if you guys want to upgrade from the older version. But obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one, having one of these, obviously don't buy one and save them on something else you actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it'll definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.